Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our featured bout, and it is brought to you by Hennessy Sports in association with the Braithwaite House Hotel, County Mayo, Ireland, GoldenPalace.com, the Sun Newspapers, and Hooters of Nottingham. This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds, and it will be for the vacant WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the world. It is sanctioned by the World Boxing Council. President is Jose Suleiman. Supervising tonight is Hussein Wishi, along with the British Boxing Board of Control. Steward in charge, Dave Roden. The chairman is Charles Giles. The 3 judges assigned, scoring on a 10-point must system, will be Predrag Alexic of Montenegro, Ermino Cuevas of Mexico, and Tommy Kazmarek of the United States. When the bell rings, our referee in charge of the action will be Guido Cavalleri of Italy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Trent FM Arena, Nottingham, it's time for our main event of the evening. Introducing to you first, to my left in the blue corner, he's wearing black with yellow and weighed in at 11 stone, 13 pounds, 10 ounces. Coming to us from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, he brings with him a perfect record of 21 wins, no losses, with 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current NABF, NABA, NABO, and WBO Super Middleweight Champion, Jean Pascal. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in the red corner, he's wearing black with gold and weighed in at 11 stone, 12 pounds, 9 ounces. Hailing from right here, Nottingham, he is undefeated with 23 wins, no losses, and 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the former unbeaten English, British, and Commonwealth Super Middleweight Champion and the official WBC's #1 ranked contender, Paul the Cobra Froch.
Well, there seem to be literally dozens of people up there in the ring. Now, in some cases, a little bit reluctantly making their way out. And in a moment or two, we'll have final instructions from the referee, Mr. Cavalleri, who took charge of David Hay against Jean-Marc Mormec last year. A fight which, of course, Hay won.
Remember what I told you in the restroom, okay? Shaking it, good luck.
And now the crowd raise their voices once again. Pascal, I wonder what thoughts are going through his head. He's been in training camp in Phoenix, Arizona. Carl Froch on the west coast of Ireland. Who's got it right? Pascal says he has the speed, and that is the key. Froch says he has the power and his speed is underestimated. 12 rounds, world title now on the line. Good start from Froch. Straight away making Pascal feel the weight of his punches. And instantly they were on their feet all around this auditorium, roaring Froch on.
Contrasting start to both boxers. Froch looked very pensive at the beginning, and Pascal Great right hand from Pascal.
That's the danger shot from Pascal. Froch has the tendency to drop that left-hand lead, and Pascal has a terrific right hand. He has real speed in that punch, and a lot of the damage that he's inflicted over his professional career has come from that right-hand side. Throws hurtful hooks as well. Good start from Froch, but that's another good shot from Pascal. Good body shot, and doubling up well to the head, and the right over the top. Already this is showing up to be a fascinating fight. Contrast of styles, Duke.
Sorry, John. Both boxers very nervous. Both boxers very nervous. What you're seeing now is tension and power controlled into one thing.
Fascinating opening round. Both fighters have landed big punches. The theory in the Froch camp was that Pascal would get wilder as the fight went on, as he got under more pressure. The theory in the Pascal camp was that their man would simply be too fast and outbox Froch and land punches like that right hand.
Well, there it is again. I don't understand Froch, because the guy's got every punch in the book. He's fit, he's strong, but he just allows himself to get clipped with that shot.
But he's never been down as an amateur or a professional as Froch. Both of them landing heavy shots once more.
Froch looking to reassert himself. He knows he's got to take the play away from this kid.
Froch, 5 years the older man. Both of them in professional terms, pretty much on a par. Does Froch have the harder punches? Well, make up your own mind as you watch this. Pascal won't believe so, and the Canadian fans watching, I'm sure, won't believe so. Good shots from both in the closing seconds. Big left hand from Pascal as Froch tried to unload to the body. Rich drama in the second round.
This one's really taken off.
Good round. Difficult one to score. Froch maybe edged the first. How did he score the second, Duke?
Yeah, I've got it 1 round each. Exactly 1 round each. First round Froch, second round Pascal. See, Froch isn't going to take him out with one shot. Froch normally has it his own way when he's fighting domestic opposition.
And it's turning into a real tear up here in the third round.
Froch normally takes out guys with these shots, but he's fighting a world-class performer. Not going to take him out in one shot.
Robert McCracken, Froch's coach, was saying, don't just stand there, block these shots, parry them.
But he's going to have to work for this one. He's got to get that jab working and put the right hand behind it, then bring the left hook into play.
Good left hand from Pascal again. Froch threw it just before that, had thrown a really good, solid, authoritative left-hand lead. His Cornwall wants him to deliver more of those.
Both boxers throwing absolute bombs in there, but it's classy stuff.
Good shot from Pascal. He's had a considerable amount of success with that right over the top. Quality uppercut from Froch. Great right hand. That gets them up at ringside. Well, this is a terrific fight so far. Can they maintain this sort of speed and power and intensity for anything like the 12 rounds for which it's scheduled? This is when all that conditioning and training comes into play. Big right hand again from Pascal, just shrugged off by Froch.
This really is edge of the seat stuff, because you just feel any one of these guys land, it's going to be all over.
Well, both of them landed simultaneously with tremendous left hands. Who's the harder puncher here? Who's actually inflicting the greater damage? Good left hand from Froch. Great
Froch
shot.
is getting through, he's getting through. Lovely combos, but he's missing a lot, leaving himself wide open. Froch is leaving his chin out to dry when he's landing these shots. He's swinging them in, he's putting everything behind him. Has to have a breather. Takes a lot out of you when you're putting shots like that together.
Well, you can see Froch blowing. Pascal was on the receiving end for most of that, but didn't expend too much energy in that exchange. Can he now produce an eye-catching last 30 seconds to the third round? There's that big right hand again. And another one only just misses him, just for a moment. Froch just looked a little bit groggy there. And Froch wants to hold on by a few seconds.
That's Pascal's physical strength, throwing everything behind that punch and trying to get maximum power behind it. Just falling short with the right hand, but there's a big one that went over the top.
Big finish from Pascal, maybe. Back comes Froch though, in the closing seconds of the round. Shrugged his shoulders and said, here, have some more. Similarly, relatively inactive as he waited for his big opportunity. Oh, terrific right hand from Froch.
But didn't he take it well, Pascal?
Certainly
that
did.
was flush.
May have just stunned him though. That's a good left hand from Pascal. And another terrific shot from Froch.
And back he comes. Back he comes. Froch just got the upper hand with that attack, but Pascal comes straight back. Oh!
Big right hand from Pascal and the left. And now Froch just wants to hold on for a moment.
Oh, this is so exciting. Let me tell you, Froch took a right hand, gave a right hand in return. And I tell you, I don't know how one of these guys haven't gone down.
Both of them showing a granite chin. The old Rocky cliche, not so much what you can give out, what you can take as well. And that is being shown emphatically here in Nottingham tonight. This WBC World Super Middleweight title is starting to shape up to be a classic. Another big right hand from Pascal. And Froch looks a little bit uneasy.
There's the
big
right hand.
uppercuts.
There's the right hand again from Pascal. Just this little onslaught is just a bit tidier and cleaner than Froch's.
On the top of the head. Listen to me, mate. Come on, you can make this much easier. You've got to roll low when he hooks back. You're standing up too straight, okay? No, it's not like saying, yeah, make sure you block him. I don't want you swinging up with the kick because it's quick, he'll hit your back. Couple more rounds, you'll start to fade.
It's tiring, man. It's tiring.
Understand, Carl? If you've got a brain to be professional, well, do it then. Don't go having a swing on this kick because you come on stuff. If you're boxing him, just win the rounds, keep picking him, all right? And then wear him down.
It's turning out to be a macho tear up here in Nottingham. Huge punches landed by both men.
Round 5.
And nothing to choose between them right now. Both of them, I suspect, in this fifth round, feeling the pace.
Absolutely.
Almost for the first time, the action just starts to slow a little.
Absolutely, John, you're so right, it's the pace. Beautiful left hook by Pascal.
Simultaneously with colossal shots. Has Froch taken more there than Pascal in that exchange? Maybe. Both of them landed almost simultaneously.
But I tell you what, Froch can take a shot. Never that his chin was ever in question, but I tell you, he's taken some cracking right hands and they bounced off that granite jaw chin. But this really is the acid test for Froch. He's got to show that he's world class. He's got to really find a different plan to beat this kid.
Has he been the flat track bully? Is he truly world class? Well, we're finding out here. And punches after the bell. Punches after the bell from Pascal. You cannot do that. You cannot do that.
And they were very deliberate.
Pascal being jeered by the crowd. Those were punches which were flagrantly thrown late.
Very deliberate punches thrown after the bell by Pascal, hoping to catch Froch on the off.
Spit that out.
Much quieter round as you would expect. They put so much into this fight.
Very little from Pascal so far in this round, but the last minute, as any fighter would tell you, can sometimes be key. It's the old pro's trick. Give it when the seconds are ticking away, and that's a terrific right hand from Pascal. But Froch again, granite-chinned, just blinks and takes it and tries to return with interest.
Absolutely, but what Pascal's doing, he's throwing the right hand and running in after it. That's what's catching Froch out. I still think Froch is winning this round though, because he's using that jab to good effect. Pascal may be taking the round off and having a breather.
Well, Froch now tries to make him pay. Again, the Nottingham crowd up on his feet, roaring their hero on. Well, what a fight this is turning out to be. One straying low from Pascal. Chopping right from Froch was a hurtful punch. And the British fighter has dominated this round for the most part.
Yeah, he certainly has. It's been a good round from Froch.
Foot off the gas from Jean-Pascal. Froch clearly taking that round.
He puts his head down, doesn't even look, see where it's going, but it lands straight over Froch's jab. Just out of sorts with that one, but for the most part, for me, in that round, it was a clear Froch round.
Three weights world champion, fine boxer in his time. That's how Duke's got it.
Yeah, I've just got Froch just that one round up. That last round for me was a good round for him, and he started this round exactly the same. Lovely right hands from Froch, looking for the uppercut, looking for the right uppercut. Oh, this is good stuff.
Pascal just starting to not have the speed that he had in the earlier rounds. He's just starting to be just that little bit more deliberate, less instinctive, blinking a bit and feeling the cumulative effect of the weight of Froch's punches. Maybe, but still dangerous, still able to capitalise himself.
Yeah, Pascal's starting to look a little bit tired now. Probably from the early rounds, obviously it's caught up with him. His Froch is just a little bit fresher right now.
Pascal gave it a tremendous start, landed some superb punches, and I'm sure he can hardly believe that Froch took them and is still there, and now is dominating this round as he did the last. Wild from Pascal, and Froch capitalising.
That's another good round by Froch. Pascal looking more tired, more ragged in this round. Not been half as effective as he was previously.
He took a solid uppercut there under left hook, did Pascal. And he looks tired, doesn't he? He's starting to look disorganised in there, and there's more of an air of desperation about his work. Froch lands with terrific body shots and says, yeah, I'm the daddy. We've got Froch now starting to establish a lead in this fight. Don't think that Pascal has clearly taken a round. I don't think you can argue a round for Pascal, certainly since the fifth, but that's a good shot. And another. And another. Froch takes the ball. This is a good attack from Pascal. He needed this. And Froch is cut around the left eye. He's cut around the left eye. So it's going to be important for the corner. And Pascal has gained extra confidence from this. Almost down in the closing seconds. Now let's see what the damage is to that left eye of Carl Froch. They're going to have to work away to that. It's not on the eyebrow. Looks as though it might be the eyelid. Well, Pascal may have won that round, Duke.
I just gave it to Pascal. Froch just took his finger off the pulse and just let him creep back in towards the end of that round. But I've still got Froch winning. Froch has got to get busy again. Taking silly shots now. Got to keep his chin down and his hands up. The championship rounds, which we're entering into now, these are the ones that really count. This is where Froch really has to hold it together.
Looked as though he was slipping away from Jean-Pascal, but suddenly the fight wide open again.
Froch breathing really heavily in there, as is Pascal. Lovely shot by Froch. Stop Pascal in his tracks. Needed it to win this round.
And he's hurt him. He's hurt him. And Pascal looking a little bit wild and a bit unsteady. Froch senses it. Big right hand from Pascal though.
Just for a minute I thought Pascal's legs had gone. Froch landed a cracking right hand.
What a round. What a round that was. That pause. The two of them are helping Froch do up his new house. I'm sure thoughts about that a long, long way away at this very moment. Oh, good uppercut from Pascal, and Froch just takes it once again. Right hand landed pretty flush. The chance of Nottingham gone as the two men again land big shots. They're back on instinct once more. Froch
for me just pulling this round out.
Very, very important important round, this one. And Froch, through boxing ability and just working away behind that jab, has probably done enough. I'm afraid in the cacophony here at ringside, not a prayer of telling you what it was. Oh, big right hand from Pascal. That was a really good shot from the Canadian. And it landed flush. And Froch just took it.
Well, I don't know where he summoned up a punch like that from this late in the fight.
That right eye is giving Pascal trouble.
He's wincing in there, John. He's wincing in there, closing the eye, squeezing it tightly shut.
He's up on his toes. Bit of kidology from Pascal. Oh, good shot from Froch. And another one. And Pascal bravely comes back with hooks of his own. Froch allowing himself to get dragged into that toe-to-toe exchange. This is a grueling, savage fight at times.
It's untidy, it's sloppy, but you know, we're so late into the fight, these guys want to win so bad.
It evokes memories of that first encounter all those years ago at the NEC in Birmingham between Chris Eubank and Nigel Benn. It's had that sort of ferocity, and that is some big thing to say, I tell you. Momentarily, Froch choosing to go southpaw, and Pascal staggering forward drunkenly once more. Pascal had that good 15-second or 20-second flurry, and both of them are so tired. Last seconds of the 11th, and Froch getting the better of that exchange again. The Nottingham crowd roar on the hero and sense that their man might now be just 3 minutes away from the title. What a fight. It's one of those where at times it's no exaggeration to say it has been a privilege to watch it. Displays of naked bravery from both men.
Well, this is where home advantage really pays dividends. You're in the final round, you're in front of your own people. You can smell, taste, feel victory, and these two are going at it again.
What a fight it is.
In the final round, John, they're still winging away. Somebody still wants to knock out.
They're shouting at Froch in his corner to box, box. Just work on the jab and do that. Work behind your boxing skills. Don't get into that macho brawl. There's a little bit of a skirmish on the other side of the Atlantic later on tonight. It's going to have to go some to match this.
You know, you really couldn't blame Froch for getting on his bike and boxing his way in this last round. He must know he's a couple of rounds up, but still he goes for the knockout. Still he forces Pascal to fight, to stand and trade.
The chants and the songs begin. Is this to be the man who is to become the dominant figure in this division, just as Joe Calzaghe has been? Referee telling Froch off for pulling his man down. I'm not sure that's justified. I think there might have been as much tiredness from Pascal, who's really lurching forward and leaning into his shots now.
They're both boxers now's faces show the scars of battle, but it's Froch who's putting in a grandstand finish.
Pascal has displayed tremendous bravery and great credit here, has fought superbly at times, and if he is to have lost, he's young enough to come again. But that's how we see it, remember. You'll have your own idea watching at home, and it all depends on the judges. 1 minute to go, less.
Pascal much more tired than Froch. They're both desperately tired, both sucking it up. But for me, Froch just winning this last round, just winning himself on.
7,000 people will rise in acclamation of this in the closing seconds as the two end the fight as they began, winging in colossal shots, somehow managing to force themselves forward and throw yet more. This has not been the prettiest fight, but in its way, this has been a classic. And what a fight! boxers after the bell. Both men believe they could have won it. Team Pascal celebrate, the Froch team celebrate, and all around the Trent FM arena, every single person is on their feet applauding something which from the world of boxing was very, very special indeed. What a superb fight. Breathtaking fight.
Well, the crowd are shouting easy, but it was anything but easy. Froch has had to work really extremely hard for victory.
We don't know yet, Duke.
No,
we don't know.
We don't. I believe he's won. That's just my opinion. But I just think that, you know, he done so well from about round 8 on. He pulled out, he's shown a champion's heart.
He's being congratulated by his promoter, Mick Hennessy, as Carl Froch, and now being hugged by his brother and the other brother. Great family scene. They think they've done enough. And others making their way up. That's his mum who's got onto the ring apron now. There'll be a few celebrations, and that's the lady of Carl Froch's life. Pascal waving to the crowd, drawing the jeers. He thinks he's won it. He's certainly got no disgrace in defeat if he has been vanquished here. And Carl Froch, what a performance. He has proved emphatically for me that he is in every sense the genuine article. Barry McGuigan has it by 4 rounds for Carl Froch. There are a few rounds where I wouldn't like to separate them. There's so many people up there. That's Mum. She's happy. She thinks that her proud son is now world champion. Carl Froch must have won that last round. Final score from Duke McKenzie, we'll give you that in a moment. Barry's given it by 4 rounds to Carl Froch, and Duke has got it by 5. 5 rounds for Carl Froch, for Duke McKenzie. Are we to have a new British world champion? And in just a moment, I think the scorecards now have been collated, and I think we can go into the ring, and now we can find out who is the new WBC champion of the world. Froch thinks it's him.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. Judge Tommy Kazmarek scores it 118 to 110. Judge Aurelio Cuevas scores it 117 to 111. And Judge Predrag Alexic scores it 116 to 112. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, and the new WBC Super Middleweight Champion of the World from Nottingham,
He has got it. Carl Froch, the new WBC Super Middleweight Champion of the world, and the judges gave it 1 by 8 rounds, 1 by 6, and 1 by 4. And that fight is why we all love boxing.